What up, everyone? Welcome to OTHERspace PM. My name is Nana, and right alongside me is Jason the Ape. What's up, dog?
What up, what up, what up? Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Welcome, everyone that's tuning in, everyone that's on YouTube, everyone that's tuning in from X. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight because we get to talk Catalyst, we get to talk Kodamaras, we get to geek out with a very special guest. We got the OtherGuide with us. The OtherGuide Pro, Justin. Everyone, please welcome Justin to the stage.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on? Thank you guys for having me on.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Appreciate Justin, you coming through, man.
What is up? How you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm doing great. It's been a crazy week. I'm just trying to get my sleep schedule in order and kind of everything's popping off. I'm having a hard time.
Shit, you know, it's been a crazy week, you know, and excited to just be able to chop it up with you, chop it up with everyone who's in the chat. If you want to join us in the chat, I believe it's much easier to do so from the YouTube link, which you should find on our Twitter page or our X page.
I do have the YouTube one, the X one up. I'm trying to see that one. I just comment on it and it went up on our feed. Look at that. The integration is
okay.
It's coming up.
Coming in.
That's pretty cool. That's a new thing. That's a new thing.
Okay, everyone on X, say what's up, dude.
Yeah, comment if you can.
That's the first time we're able to actually interact with people on X.
That's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
What up, Kid A? Kid A said, "I love your enthusiasm, Justin."
I love you too,
bro. Pre-show right now, I was just telling Justin, I was like, let's do this real quick. Tell our audience maybe a little bit about yourself, because you came out of nowhere and you just came out with a ton of beautiful energy, really hyped, really excited. Who are you? Like, and where did you come from, and where does this excitement about the other side
right now?
Yeah, like let's profile you a little bit, because your energy is fun, man, and I don't think enough people know you quite yet. So we wanna help share a little love, man, and talk about who you are.
We gotta put people on.
Thank you for the kind introduction. So I guess I can probably give some context. So just like a lot of people, I started my crypto journey in about 2020. You know, we all had our time off, you know, at home, just in our basements. What else are we gonna do but look at crypto and figure out how to make a lot of money, right? But at that point, I was like, okay. And I looked into Ethereum. I was like ETH maxi, and then I actually did not touch any NFTs in 2020 or 2021. I was like, oh, it seems like they're having a fun party over there. That's interesting, but I don't understand it at all. And like, I had my portfolio allocations already set up, and I was like, I can't trigger my taxes right now, so I couldn't ape in. Kind of wish I did, but
wait, what year was this? What year was this? This year? Last year?
No, it was last, like, I'm just so like 2020, 2021, and then you know, crypto crashed. I had to go get a job, actually go to work, and then I came back and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious. Like, after DeFi, we get NFTs, we get gaming, we get all this stuff, and I was like, I think the biggest regret in my last cycle is I didn't build in public. So, you know, I just was like, okay, you know, I like gaming. You know, NFTs seem pretty big, and Yuga's building something pretty exciting, especially with regards to like UGC networks and you know, just everything in general. So I was like, okay, let's just jump in there. Let's just jump to the other side. And I think I was part of the first trip. I did see that. I played that. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I did miss the second trip, so kind of sad about that. But we're just kind of chilling, waiting for the next one. So I decided to just kind of break everything down and just kind of explain everything as best I could.
I love it,
that's just where we're at right now.
I remember my first time kind of seeing your content. You know, it was you just going through the market with Otherside Wiki, you know, and shout out to Otherside Wiki and Frosty's and team. And I know you jumped in and raised your hand to help out with the Discord over there, because I saw Otherside Wiki in your bio too. And I was like, oh shit, you know, okay, like Justin's out there. And then you start putting out video content every day. And I'm like, dude, hats off to you, man, because every single day is not easy, especially, it's great when there's like news and information, but then it kind of gets stagnant. We look for news. We're trying to figure out like what's happening. And, you got yourself into Forgotten Runes. You were featured by the team with one of their games, the Runeverse, and you were like live streaming and commenting on that game. So that's really cool, man. Great to see your growth over the last like half of like last year, but especially in the last 6 months,
Yeah, I think I started back in July. I was like, oh my gosh, it's already been 6 months. The year has gone by so fast. It's about to be 2024.
Yeah, and YouTube channel's growing really well.
Yeah, I'm happy for everybody in the space. Like honestly, like you guys with OTHERspace FM, Other Decks, Otherside Wiki, Other Page, like everything is so primed. Like seeing everybody on the map is amazing too. Just meeting everybody has been an absolute blast, and I feel like my brain is like at maximum bandwidth right now with everything happening too. So
yeah, well, we wanted to talk about the Legends of the Mara updates and the Catalysts and Kodamara. So it was, and we were also thinking, how are we gonna start really involving people in the community, especially with this show. We love to chop it up with people, and what better person to chop it up with when we're talking about Catalysts and Kodamaras than yourself, man. I saw your reaction video, and dude, all of Justin's reaction videos are crazy.
I'm just screaming all the time. That's it.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's really funny and just entertaining. But you mentioned the map. I want to bring something up right now. We I think you were referring to Other Decks, right?
Oh yeah, seeing everybody there is crazy.
Yeah, seeing everyone in Other Decks. I know Other Decks is going to continue to update this.
That's so cool.
But you are able to submit your kind of guild or whatever it is that you're working on. We have our plot way over here.
Oh,
this is the OTHERspace plot right here.
Nice. Hey, we're on the map.
Yeah,
good chip in the chair.
Which is our tier 5 sky deed.
That is a nice deed though.
It is. And what's great is we have room for neighbors. So if you wanna build with us and create a neighborhood, there's plenty of room open. Whereas it's getting crowded in the center right here. But look at this. You can see the biogenic swamp is just full of legends. You got Bridge 3 Labs, that's almost dead center in the middle. Journey, the Chimpers, DJ Network, Ape Water, Other Page, right next to Coda Society and Alts by Adidas.
Wild.
The Hispanic other side guild. I forget what the Hispacide. Yeah, Hispacide. Shout out to Hispacide. They've been definitely doing some work, really growing the Otherside community and just opening up those doors, especially with those who are, Latino. So that's super dope. Yeah, Other Deck's doing a lot of really great updates, and you can kind of see it right over here, and just start exploring the different people that are building in the other side.
Bro, I love that there's so many just different projects out there doing stuff like this. I want to jump actually to Other Page, another friend of our show, right? And I connected mine today, bro. Look how visually stunning this is, right? Like, first of all, guys, I'm the kind of person where you really got to twist my arm to get me to do anything because I have to be incentivized. And the incentive here was a very beautiful landing page, right? And this is rad. This is so incredibly cool to me that I can have an idea of all these different components of actions and accomplishments, but just by itself, just stunning. There's a lot more to it, but I just wanted to shout this out really quick because other page,
it's worth
it looks rad. Yeah, it looks really rad.
Well,
Also,
shit,
that M2 is pretty fire. It's pretty nice.
Do you have a other page set up, Justin?
Oh, not yet. I would have to have a Coda or a Macy or Basie. I wasn't sure whether they added support for the friends yet, but when that happens, I sure will.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Nice.
Pretty soon. I just set one up for my heavy.
Nice.
And I had to add my new doggo, you guys. I got a new companion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. If you don't mind, after you're done exploring that, I'll show it off with.
Yeah, no, not at all. Go for it. I was just looking at this Coda rarity, 567 out of 62. I'm like, ooh, all right.
It's up there, man.
I see you. This little Coda's in the middle.
I remember you buying it.
Yeah, bro. This is probably my forever Coda. This shit looks fire. He looks cool. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
With that Coda pendant too, you know. What I mean?
Yeah, like I'll have Jason the Ape, this one, and Dan Brown, no matter what.
But yeah, this is Millie's, and we got this new kennel.
Oh, that's nice.
So new doggo. I thought too. I was looking through every single cheetah fur doggo, listed and not listed. And I decided this was my forever one. Nice. And it was on sale. Like it sold like a month ago by the one and only Poppy. And the person who purchased it like listed it, but then they took it down. And then, I was just like, damn, I missed it. I missed out on the opportunity to get my forever doggo. I remember that one being listed and being like, dang. And then all of a sudden, I was looking the other night and it was listed. And I was like, and it was listed for lower than he listed it before. And then just was able to make it happen through some magic.
Nice.
And yeah, man, I'm so pumped because, you got your best friend. This is my ape's best friend. And, my best friend in real life and on the blockchain has a flip brim. You see it on Jason the Ape right now. So that's like my ode to you, brother. And you got the rockets on there. And so immediately just had to call him Rocket,
Yeah. It's a good looking dog, man. It really is.
I thought so too. He's smiling. He's happy, has a happy eyes, has a smiling mouth. Just a great looking doggo. And
he's your seeing eye dog.
Yeah, I can't exactly. I can't wait to just, create some lore. Speaking of lore, I don't know if you've done this, but what's cool about OtherPage is also you can generate lore. And that's exactly what I did over here. And if anyone wants to check out some of the lore, I customize it with some prompts, got a little bit of help with the AI, and it helped me just kind of get something going. And I've just been fudging with it ever since. But it's also cool because it shows you the lineage, if there was a mutant or anything that was mutated from this ape, as well as made by ape licenses. And so OtherPage has that integration there as well. So I'm pretty stoked to see this evolve, and I know it's evolving. But it's great to be able to have everything drawn to a particular yo, Anthony. I didn't read it all that. That's true. But you know what? It at least got me thinking of like, as I'm developing stories, here's like some background and things for myself. You know what I mean?
Well, like Bing, I don't know if you guys use Bing, that AI bot, but like it reads the news to me every morning. So maybe we can get that integrated where there could be some kind of AI narrator. So once you get that story, put together, it can read it to you like a bedtime story, and you're like, tell me a story about me. That would be sick.
This is
The
kind of
future's
cool too.
amazing.
You get to choose a primary guild, and anyone who chooses OtherSpace up here will be able to link up. There's going to be some insights and strategies that we can have, some perks when you join and set yourself up with OtherSpace as a primary guild. So lots of cool things to come. And yeah, I can't wait to see this continue to build out, because it's a big part of the vision for what we're doing with our assets, and using these assets that are tied to gaming data, which we're seeing actually, like this primary deed is showing you the current status in farming right now, right? What my current rate is for biogenic swamp fragments, and how many farmers I have up. So it's kind of nice to see that in-game data right there that's associated with these various NFTs, and that goes along for your heavies as well.
Sean, we're getting asked, where's the link for this? Where can people find this?
Oh, great question. It is in beta, but you can go to other.page, and I'll just put that up here.
Cool.
So yeah, you go to other.page, and you can request for beta access if you don't already have it.
So many fucking amazingly talented builders right here in the community aside with us, man. And Sean, this is something you've been telling me about for a minute. Got to hang out with you and Taylor and Micah the other day, and I'm really just blown away by the product that we have in front of us. So connecting my wallet was, me, man, I get so nervous connecting to anything, and they're like, no, you're good. Everyone made me feel safe. And I realized, like, there's not even anything.
You connect with your warm wallet. So you're not expected to sign anything with your cold wallet.
It's easy peasy. Like, if I feel comfortable, everyone should feel comfortable is kind of what I'm getting at. Cause I'm the worst. I'm like, no, I'm not touching shit.
Paranormal. Now I can't even say it. Paranoia level is dude, Anthony's coming with these one-liner bangers, right? Works with warm. Cool. All right. But yeah, the paranoia level is at an all-time high for me right now, because everything that's happening, apes getting freaking taken, and man, what a week it's been.
Let's speak on that real quick, because a lot of people, we're going to talk about Catalysts in a second. We're going to talk about Kodamaras. If you're tuning into this video and you just want to see that, fast forward a little bit, because we're not quite there just yet.
Yeah, we're chopping it up.
This week it got kind of crazy out there. I woke up, so I was talking to the homie NFT Sniper Bot the other day, and he was saying, maybe I might move an asset. Maybe I might, I don't know, sell something. Text me at 5 a.m, bro, my wallet got drained. And I'm like, what do you mean you got drained? And I see this like mugshot almost of like all these apes that were stolen in this hack. And it's KBB, King Blackboard, NFT Sniper Bot. It's TFG and his trippy ape with the crown. And just so many friends when you look at it. And isn't that the weirdest part of this all? When you see those faces, they're friends now. Like I see these apes and I know exactly who they belong to.
As soon as I saw some of these apes, I was just like, oh man, there are way too many recognizable apes that I'm seeing. But yeah, that was sad, but
happy ending at least.
It could have been worse. And the community really rallied around, and board security, Yuga Labs, Garga, everybody stepping up.
Daniel, yeah, like more and more respect for the CEO, dog, for real.
So it was cool. Garga like went up there and was like almost like right away, just I'll put up some money to help get these back, and that really got the energy going. It seemed like Yuga was like, oh, we're not going to let you do this alone, Garga. Like, we got you. And then board security came into play. They did their thing, negotiate all the apes back. And then now, in order to get the apes back, you got to sign up, open a ticket in the board security Discord, and make sure you take one of their free classes, which, you know, you don't need an ape in order to take their classes, and also get like an ApeCoin ledger once you do.
Bro,
which is really
one of
cool.
the first things I did that day, Sean, because they made a post like, do you have a community you're looking to protect or help or whatever, inform? And I reached out to them immediately and I was like, yo, OtherSpace FM needs to have some kind of course with you guys as a community where you come and just teach our community about safety. Because, you know, the complacency of being an OG sometimes hurts you. The ignorance of being new also can hurt you, right? So if we have people out here who are talented and want to protect us, let's take a little time and learn, you know?
Yeah. So speaking of like taking some time to learn, I think there's another standout community member and brand that has really helped people out during this time, and that was WalletGuard.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Michael K. I want to pull up
Absolutely
a video that Michael K put out today, and it's really the only demo you need to see to like get you to see how WalletGuard and the extension works.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna play that real quick. Let me turn down this music and let's play this video real quick.
All right, guys. I'm really tired. This past week has been insane with security issues, but I want to show you guys something. So this is the ArtBlocks account. Okay. People are wondering, why should I have WalletGuard? Why do we need WalletGuard?
Look, hacked today.
Look, see, it's artblocks.io. Looks legit. You got the artblocks.io, artblocks.io. Let's try going to this link. Oh, what do you know? It's not artblocks.io. WalletGuard is telling us that it's not real. But let's do what degens do. Let's do it. Let's proceed anyway, because we're FOMOing. Proceed anyway. Oh, looks like ArtBlocks. Looks exactly like ArtBlocks. Cool. Let's connect our wallet for this free mint. Awesome. Oh, it's not a free mint. It's a wallet drainer that's giving approval to your tokens. All right, guys. I'm really tired this past week.
That's what WalletGuard does for you. It opens up this second module right here that helps you in human readable language, you know, that, well, it makes it human readable, and it shows you that transaction. So it's saying, hey, it's coming from this website, which is dangerous because it's in our confirmed block list. And then you are giving approval to all your USDT and all your CRV.
Oh my gosh.
You know, so all your CRV tokens. So this is exactly why I have WalletGuard on my as an extension. It makes me feel so much more confident because it'll pop up before it pops up with your MetaMask or your other wallet.
Yeah, I actually downloaded WalletGuard finally. I had been dragging my feet. It took 2 seconds. And what was really cool was the day of the hack, everyone's like, go revoke.cash and do all this stuff, right? WalletGuard does a scan of your wallet. Boom. It tells you if you're high risk, medium risk, whatever. And then you can just revoke it right there. And it kind of assists you. And for a lot of people, right, we talk about onboarding and mass adoption. Like you need safety and you need simplicity. And for everyone with that tech hurdle, the fear is the unknown. It absolutely is. I feel ignorant. I feel scared. That's for me how it feels a lot of times. But once you get over it, you're like, oh, this shit's not so bad. This product's actually pretty cool and pretty helpful. So a welcomed addition for a lot of safety and security. With that said, man, shout out to Michael for real. He's been out there grinding and helping a lot of people.
Justin, do you have WalletGuard installed?
I actually am looking at a couple of couple wallets right now. I should probably get that installed because I just use basic tap. So I have my hot wallets, I have my transfer wallet, and then I also have my cold wallets as well. So I'm super paranoid too, and I always I've actually never seen that video. This is my first time seeing that. And I was like, wow, that's actually really good. It's like you said, human readable. That actually like saved that That's really helpful, actually.
It is. It
Yeah.
is because, you know, as you sign something, it'll say like, hey, all you're doing is signing. You
Right.
know, if something's coming out or you're giving permissions for anything, it can simulate what's about to happen. So it's kind of nice because, yeah, if there's a transaction that's about to happen on the blockchain, it's going to let you know, hey, here's what you're allowing for on chain. But yeah, it's free and open source, so
Yeah.
people can kind of look through the code. But definitely recommend it, Justin, especially as you mentioned, you know, all your homies coming in. And the last thing you would want is for them to hit you up and being like, yo, dude, I don't know what just happened. All of my NFTs are gone.
Right.
You know, what do I do? You know, and all we can do right now is prevent that from happening by education, because it's still fucking early when it comes to onboarding the masses. Let's be real.
Yeah.
It is.
It's still early for Legends of the Mara. Goddamn.
Yeah, let's get to that. Let's get to that, because to be honest with you, the other hot topic is a Solana phone, and I'm just pissed I didn't buy one. Shout out to Boomer. You know, he told me buy one of these, and I was like, shit, I don't know.
Why didn't you? How come?
Because I didn't have $600 liquid, dog. Like, to be honest, I have to sell some shit, you know, and I'm like, I don't know. What do I want to sell? I want to keep my Kodas, but I think I might have to sell one, make some other moves. It's opportunity cost as well, you know. But anyways, I drag my feet, and then the next thing I know, boom, it's sold out. With that said, the moment I realized it was sold out is when I decided, all right, fuck it, I'll put it on a credit card, I'll pick one up, and boom, it was gone. So
it is DGen season.
Yeah.
Where were you, Flawless? How come you weren't shilling the Solana phone to us in the OtherSpace Discord?
Yeah, you're supposed to say, hey guys, it's gonna be a money printer. What about money printing?
Speaking of printing money, actually, no, I'm just kidding. But there is like this frame .xyz claim. I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys see that?
I saw it. I haven't tried it yet.
So this right here, frame.xyz, a place for creators and collectors. We're not sponsored by them. In fact, have no real clue. I'm very ignorant on this entire project, but apparently it's an L2, an upcoming L2. They're running testnet right now. They're offering rewards for testnet users as well. But there's a lot of notable people that have been advising, as well as that may be a part of this project as well. And they do have this governance tab where they're eventually going to be launching a frame token. And what you end up doing is you connect your wallet, you connect your X account, you post something, it verifies it. And if you've done, in order to be eligible for any sort of frame claim, if you've done any ETH transactions and paid royalties in the last year during the bear. So I was able to claim something. Justin, you said you haven't done it yet. Jason, have you done anything yet?
I tried it, and then it kind of got a little glitchy on me, and I was like, oh, I'll just check this out later.
It was a little glitchy. I did have to like take the clear my cache for the last 24 hours because they were having some like Twitter authentication as well as some issues with the front end, but it ended up working out well.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm lighting up that candle from Mr. Clean Cowboy.
That's funny. I'm always
saw that. How does it smell?
Claims.
It smells so good. That's why I was like, oh, I gotta light it up again, dude. But yeah, I was able to claim something, and you know, who knows? But what made me feel good about claiming with my hot wallet was Wallet Guard, because I was going through that. The other thing that made me feel really like a lot better about it was OX Quit had tweeted about this as well. And I always go to OX Quit for anything.
Yeah, but like, you got to make sure he's not hacked, dog. I was like, what if he's hacked?
That's true. But that's why like I feel so much better with Wallet Guard. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, am I signing anything? What is this doing? And so it can help simulate that. So that's how I feel about it. But anyway, yeah, that's something going on. If you guys want to do your own research and check that out, you can follow them at frame_XYZ on the X platform. And that's probably the best way to start your research right here. And just kind of go through this and see who else had kind of quote tweeted it as well.
Have you been buying or chasing or having any fun with the shitcoin season, as it were? Like for myself, I just bought my first Solana token this evening.
Oh, which? Okay.
I bought the Ricardo token.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't fucking know, dog.
You got your Phantom wallet set up and everything?
I got all kinds of shit set up over here. You know me, I set up like 3 Solana wallets because I'm extra. But I got it all situated and we'll see.
Dude, I mean, a lot of my good friends have been kind of who the same friends that were making fun of Solana like a year ago. Many of them have jumped the ship and started making moves on Solana because they saw that's where a lot of the attention and gains were. So it's really interesting to see Solana make the comeback that they have.
Oh, bro, I wish I would have paid more attention. You know what I mean? But my bags were Otherside packed. I actually sold an enchanter the other day.
Oh, cool.
Not really, but like
Wait, why not?
Well, like it's cool because I needed it to pay a bill, but like not thrilled that I had to sell an enchanter because it hurts my gameplay. Because I think I might actually be getting a second one this evening, and then maybe a third one in the morning. So hopefully there's something good in it because I haven't gotten anything good yet.
Wait, did I miss something? All I heard was I think I'm gonna get something in the morning.
I don't know, maybe. I said I got one chest, a master chest that I'm gonna get this evening, and then another one in the morning.
Got it.
Oh, you guys are already getting your master chest now. Oh my gosh.
No, not me, sir. Yo, let's go through some of the updates. Maybe we can just kind of put people like on game in terms of making sure everyone's on the same page. And then I want to get Justin's take, on all of this stuff. But before I do that, I do want to call out that Raving Ape put out an amazing thread. Justin, I know you commented on this as well.
That was a good basic thread. That was
have you guys?
It's big.
Have you guys gotten a chance, or Jason, have you taken a chance to look through this thread right here?
I looked at it earlier this morning. I shared it. I had an opportunity to glance at it, but didn't digest it entirely. To be honest with you, like I see that it's a great beginner thread with a ton of information, and I shared it because I thought there's a lot of people out here who are really confused, but I didn't want to add more confusion to my own strategy because I'm trying to balance my plates right now, as it were. So yes and no is the answer I'll go with.
All right. Well,
let's digest it together, maybe.
I think it just goes to show that as deep as someone could be in the Legends of the Mara, there's so many people that still have no clue on what's going on or what to do next.
Or who are just starting still.
I agree, man. I've been talking to a few like OGs. Maybe you're listening right now. That have yet to decouple. You know what I mean? So there's definitely
look at this. Sonic, Obama, Lockheed Martin.
Oh my goodness.
These token names are so silly.
Well, I hope Bastard freaking is able to flip that shit into a coda before the coda train leaves.
Bro,
And I know he's been like scoping, he's been sniping. What up, Popple? Congratulations on being the Marcom's steward for ApeCoin DAO. Yeah, thank you, Popple, for tuning in. All right, so why don't let's start off with the fucking trailer. This is one of the first things that we were able to see. All of a sudden, Yuga Labs Gaming was shared this, and they said you're going to want to eat one. and they put out this trailer, and I'm gonna play it for you right now. It's a minute 42 seconds, so why don't we just go full screen with it? If you can't hear it, someone unmute and just let me know.
All right.
Let's fucking go, dude. Yo.
What a trailer.
Yeah, man. Tell us your initial reactions to that, dude.
I can't believe they executed that shattered like in that so like graphically. But like, yeah, that was crazy. The animation was on point. Like the colors are on point. Like everything was like extremely nice to look at. I liked it. Like, what did you guys think when you saw that? Did you react the same way?
My first thought were fucking Kodas look powerful. Like, look at that slice right there. That dude with the weapon just put some damage into that character. So at least worth $80,000-$90,000 a Koda, at least. That's first things first.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's kind of break it down. First of all, it says Catalysis, and that is the event in which the Mara ingests one of the catalysts, and we get to see one of those catalysts. Now, this it looks like what the vessel.
Is that a corrupted the catalyst? Is
no,
that what they said?
I think that storyline passed.
Oh, did
they gave up on that shit. They were like, next.
Oh, you know what? It very well could be a corrupted vessel, and that's why there's a shattered.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be. Justin, you could be right. You could.
I wasn't
right.
sure where I read it. I just remember seeing something.
They did say like but be careful, and the whole lore of like Blue being super afraid of a corrupted vessel, you know what I mean? That could be the case. So this vessel comes out. Now this starts to bloom, right? So this is a flower that blooms, and then all of a sudden you get this little guy.
Yeah.
And what do we call this guy? What was this catalyst name?
High bar, I think.
High bar.
Yeah.
So he's just chilling, right?
It's cute.
Nom nom nom. But he's in also like a vessel.
That was
of some
interesting.
sort.
It's like a mini
And this,
terrarium.
And we've seen this moment before.
yeah, exactly. Which could be in front of the bog or, one of the deeds. But it's Blue the Coda with a weapon. And then you have this little Mara, right? And they're just chilling. But way far away, you can see that this shattered is about to go follow that light where they are. So he's like, all right, boom, boom, boom. He mobs over there. They hear it coming. Blue's like, wait a second. And this little Mara's like, yo, what do we do? And then all of a sudden you see the shattered Sidian start to come and attack them. And then bam, hits right in the campfire. You got the Mara and Blue just getting whacked. The Mara's like, oh shit, I'm going to run into this little area right here while Blue is kind of knocked unconscious very briefly. And he goes to this little, like, what is this? Like, it's like incubating, you know what I mean? It almost looks like a tank.
Yeah, like one of those
Yeah.
God, what they put like little lizards in, or like it starts
Yeah.
with an E.
But like, yeah, like an incubator type thing, and then he grabs this little dude just minding his own business.
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. And look at it. Look at it. He's just
But that
Oh
shit
my
looks,
gosh.
there.
he's like, that looks good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna eat
no,
this.
he doesn't know if it looks good or not. But then he hears the dude and he's like, oh shit. And Blue's out there just trying to do his thing. Look at him jump around like all
The
freaking
badass
agile.
that he
Like,
is,
poof,
yeah.
poof, poof, poof.
Oh, terrarium. Thank you, Psycho Kitty. That's the word I was looking for. E. That's
Ooh, Psycho Kitty. Shout
coming
out to
through.
Psycho Kitty.
The
Yo,
vocab.
I gotta give a big shout out to Psycho Kitty. She really helped me get my doggo into the kennel so it can come home with me. So,
Nice.
shout out to you, Psycho Kitty.
Nice.
And then so yeah, like Blue runs up the shattered, goes to try and slice him, but he gets messed up. Meanwhile, he's like, yo, I got this thing. Should I eat it? Should I eat it? I don't want to, but and then he's like, yo, Blue's about to die, so I'm just gonna and then all of a sudden he goes Super Saiyan right here. Bam! Look at this shit. Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's
Right?
sick. Super sick.
This just helps you appreciate the fucking art and everything. All right, so he evolves. Like it goes from like this simple Mara into growing some horns, longer fingers, a
Quite a little
meaner
badass.
mouth. Definitely like some new powers or skill. Jumps away from it. Does a backflip, lands, jumps, skip, hoppity skip. And then these are the claws. So this must be an attack. Scratch your eye. Give him the Bruce Lee scratch. And then comes down. Blue comes down. He blinks at him. Slice, slice, slice. Scratches the shit out of him. Now Blue's coming in for some final touches. Swip, swap. Clickety, clack. Right through the jaw. Decapitates the Sidian, dude. And then you start to see, look at all these other little things right here.
Totally.
Terrariums.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. They all each individually have a little catalyst in them, and they'll all be different. And depending
And
on
it's
what they
blooming a
ingest,
different one, right?
yeah, exactly. They're
So
all
which
gonna
one
be,
is this?
It's a Vivek one.
Yeah,
Vivek right
Yeah.
there. Vivek.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Who's that one?
Leo, I think. Oh,
Leo.
That's Leo. Yeah.
And Blue's just looking inside here. So there's a bunch inside the center of this deed.
All right. So much to learn still about this, but a little bit more info finally, and exciting to digest it, man. That video, like, that came out what, this last Thursday? Or is that 2 weeks ago now?
14th.
This video was on the 14th. Yeah.
My curiosity is so not that long ago. I'm curious if this Thursday or they're gonna give us like more of a weekly, something, because that was a lot. But like, okay, what else now? What else do we make of it?
Well, they let us like marinate on this video for a little bit. We were live in OTHERspace FM as well. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then they hit us with some follow-up posts. So why don't I go ahead and bring that up? Because
that was a big thread.
That really was.
Thread. Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second to just bring that up. Here we are. Okay. So the first thing they came up with was a catalyst can be consumed to evolve your Mara in a process called fusion. Kodamara fusion is irreversible, so choose carefully which Mara should undergo the ritual. And it says here as well, though not as powerful as Kodas, Kodamara are more versatile defenders of the other side than Mara, with the ability to hunt, farm, or enchant. Its role will remain its strongest. So, Justin, what do you think of this, dude?
Oh, I immediately looked at the power differences between the legendary Maras and the Kodas, and I was like, oh, there's a big gap, so we're gonna fill that gap somehow. So I don't know how that power scaling is gonna work. It's gonna be interesting, especially with the sediment that we have to feed it as well. Optional, of course. I don't know if that's gonna be like RNG. We still have to look at a couple of other traits as well, like HP. So we still don't know what that implementation is going to be like.
Yeah,
but I'm excited. I'm excited.
If you're still confused off of just this particular message, you're not alone. I think all these other questions still, open up. Like, who's going to be getting a catalyst? How many catalysts are there? It says, should your Mara undergo the ritual? Like, how do I get a catalyst? Are there different rarities? Like, all that stuff kind of comes to question. But all we know is that this Catalysis event, a catalyst can be consumed to evolve your Mara in the process called fusion, and that your Mara, which has a single role at the moment, you can either have a hunter, farmer, or an enchanter. Once you evolve it to a Kodamara, it can do all three. That is huge. That's a big advantage for your strategy, because I'm already stuck in, hey, if I'm all done farming, it's like, dude, I can totally use some help with hunting some of these shattereds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also at the beginning of the season, when you had those hunters aside, maybe you could have used them as farmers instead, but you were waiting because it didn't work for your strategy, right? So that's going to be an exciting addition to the game.
Yeah. So that's like where my head's at, right? The next thread says creation season catalysts, which is season 1, will be added as leaderboard bounty in season 2 of Legends of the Mara. There will be 6 types of creation season catalysts added to the leaderboard. The distribution of these catalysts will vary across the environment tiers leaderboard. So here we have the 6 different catalysts of the creation season. We have Vivek, Anthony, Leo, Chomp, Jules, and Highbar. And we saw Highbar as well as Vivek and Leo in that trailer. So yeah, curious on any like what your thoughts are on this.
Ooh, I don't know how it's gonna affect power scaling, but I do like picking aesthetics. I do like how the Vivek ones look like as well as the Anthony ones. I also like I don't know how the distribution is gonna work either. That's gonna be interesting. Which ones did you guys like aesthetically when you saw them?
Yeah, well, you know, we'll get to the next one, which shows like some of the base traits
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
variations. But you know, when it comes to there's 6 different types, and they're distributed as leaderboard bounty in season 2. So that to me translates as you won't get one of these catalysts until the end of season 2 once
Yeah.
the leaderboard is all confirmed. And even in that case, the way to compete in the leaderboard bounty for season 2, that means you got to be defeating Shattered. So based on this
Yep.
information right here, that tells me like, yo, if you want a shot at the catalysts, you need to be hunting in Legends of the Mara, and that's not really my focus right now. My quota is focused on farming. And so that was just like something that stuck to me based on reading this. Though I think C4 did mention that there will be other ways to get a catalyst during season 2 besides the leaderboard. So
Also
I'm looking forward to
interesting.
that.
I find Highbar to be a character that I don't recognize, right? The other ones all kind of parallel characters I'm familiar with. This is a new one to me, Highbar. So I'm like, okay, there's still going to be a lot of new creatures and potential characters to be shown to us, right? Like I like that they're keeping those variables open because it's a game. You're gonna need all these different components to create different things, right? So as we kind of evolve these, Sean, like you said in the next thread post, you really get to see what these evolve into when you mix them up with sediment and variety and type.
Yo, tell everyone where you are familiar with some of these other pets or catalysts.
The catalyst parallel some of the pets, right? So Vivek is one. Anthony is a I think it wasn't it a oh no, Leo's the tiger. I don't remember what Anthony is. Chomp is
I
like
think
a
it was
little
the dinosaur.
fox. Oh, right, okay. Jules was what? The little strawberry character, the rabbit.
Yeah.
But Highbar I'm not familiar with. And the reason I thought like, oh, because I have a Tavo. So I'm like, oh, Tavos aren't there. There's no representation for my Tavo. What does that mean? Because I'm in a pet chat group, and one of the thoughts was maybe if you have one of these, main animals, creatures, maybe they create catalyst on your deeds, right? So there's so much speculation. We don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah. And Justin, let's get into kind of what you're asking after I read this. So each catalyst type has a set of visual base traits. When consumed, a Kodamara's traits will be randomly generated, unique combination depending on catalyst and Mara type. A Mara's tier has no impact on the visual traits assigned to a Kodamara. So when they talk about a Mara's tier, they're talking about common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. None of those on your existing Mara will have any visual implication. Though in the following thread, it does say a Mara tier and role will have a direct impact on the Kodamara's in-game stats and skills. So though it doesn't have any kind of impact on the visual traits, it will still matter based on the in-game stats and skills. So that's interesting. And I'll just quickly follow up with something we can bring up afterwards as well. Voyagers can use sediment fragments to enhance their Kodamara in the future. So after they ingest the catalyst and turn into one of these. So here we got a grid where on the left-hand side, they show hunter, farmer, and enchanter, the 3 different roles for Amara. And then over across the top, you have the creation season catalysts. So you have the Vivek, Anthony, Leo, Chomp, Jules, and Hybar. And then you can pretty much start to see what the combo would look like if you were to mix. And maybe this is giving us a glimpse of those base traits. Apparently, every single Kodamara will be unique. So yeah,
that's crazy.
What do you guys think of this, dude? Like, what are your impressions just looking at all of these?
I like them, actually. I like them a lot. I'm excited that they're actually going to be unique. That's wild.
Do you have a Coda?
I'm Coda-less right now.
Okay. So this must feel like, yo, you will eventually have one of these, because what do you have right now?
I actually have 2 hunter Maras right now. I have 1 common and then 1 epic. And I also have an epic farmer as well. So I mean, I guess I can pick which aesthetic that I want to go evolve
All right,
to.
so let's look at the hunters right now. So we're looking at this top row right here. So for you, I think you said it before, but I'm curious, what do you like about some of these hunter ones?
Oh my god, I love the Vivek hunter. The eyes, it looks like cotton candy. I'm a big big cotton candy eater. And then I also like the Anthony one as well, and the Leo ones look like freaking volcanoes, like, so that's pretty dope as well. I thought I was gonna like the Hybar combinations more, but I think I like them less than the more basic ones, just because it's there's a lot going on. I kind of like to keep things aesthetically like simple. But yeah, what about you guys? What hunters
Baron,
do you
Jason,
like?
what's out of all the hunters?
My first thought,
the hunters.
Before I get to that, my first thought today, why I was upset in selling my enchanter that I had to pay a bill, was because I was like, damn, that enchanter would have looked really nice, like,
Yeah.
and immediately I went, is that risk reward of selling that worth, like, not worth paying the bill, because he had to pay the bill, but like more, I was like, damn, I hope that's not like a cool character that I'm gonna miss out on.
Yeah, electricity is nice in your home.
Nah, not even that. It was, but it's a weird thing, right? Being so excited about the NFT world, it leaves you illiquid sometimes, because you have so much of your assets tied up here. And you see more opportunities to evolve a character that you have, perhaps to something more valuable. You see another opportunity, right? So then what do you hold for? When do you exit? How do you play it? Why are we collecting all these fragments? Is it going to help me with a better evolution of these characters? All of that shit is going through my head as soon as I see this, right? So I'm excited, man, because I've still got a bunch of farmers. I'm going to evolve them. It'll be cool because they'll be able to do all the other stuff, but the farming will still be their primary action, right? So I'll be able to have a little bit of helpers here and there, and hopefully it's something that I can afford with the assets that I've rather the fragments I've been farming.
Yeah. And look what Anthony said. He's like, Farmer Mar is showing too much leg. You could tell
right here.
You could tell with the farmers, they definitely have some more leg. You know what I mean? So that's that was the first thing that I was trying to figure out, is like, what are the base traits that we're talking about here? And what are some of those characteristics? So farmers, even with the Mara, you can see the longer legs, right? And then you even have the hunter, which seems to have kind of like this. I don't know if the eyes have anything to do with it, but they definitely look pretty mean. And the arms are a little more flared out. And then the enchanter, they're more just like blobs.
Yeah.
So
We have we have like a rectangle almost of sorts, and then a really elongated character, and then a
I
blob.
feel like the hunters might be a little more like aggressive looking.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the ears, I mean the eyes, right? Like it has that slant. Whereas these are a little more like chill, laid back. And then these are just like look at this enchanter Vivek, dude. Reminds me of like
they're short.
that was like my daughter.
I know. I was looking at my Hoppas, my Kodas earlier, and I saw that belly, and it made me think. I was like, "Oh, that's like Sean's baby."
Yeah, dude.
Ever since you said that.
But I gotta say, like the artwork, it got me. The artwork gets me.
It's cool. It's
You
cool.
know, it's so cool. If people own their IP to this, they can do not only extract value in the game, but also create some really dope shit in storyline. You know
Have they said that we get IP of this? Has that been declared yet?
I think there is a license agreement. Because currently for Mara, you don't have IP.
Got it.
Commercial license IP.
That's interesting.
And that's because they're not unique. Your epic enchanter is the same epic enchanter visually as mine. Whereas this is different, you know, because apparently we'll be able to ingest sediment fragments to enhance the Kodamara in the future. So, Justin, what do you think, man? Do you think after you ingest a Kodamara, and this is leading into more speculation, but after you ingest the Kodamara, how do you think sediment fragments kind of play into this? How will it impact your Kodamara, in your opinion?
The more that I'm reading it, I think since we still have to implement since we still have to figure out what HP is, so we still have to figure out what the damage increase is going to be. I had a suspicion that we might have like RNG rolled based like statistics. So like DPS could roll in a specific range between the legendaries and the Kodas, and then obviously secondary rolls are weaker. But I don't know. Well, there is the
Uh-oh.
Lost him.
Did we lose him? All right, cool. I didn't know if I was just getting lost too.
Just
But
dropping major alpha. He was like, and I'm out.
Oh, am I back? Am I back?
He's back. He's back.
Oh man, I don't know. The more I think about it, it could either be, is it gonna be consumable for a temporary boost, or is it gonna be perma? I don't know.
Like you're talking about like for a period of time it changes and then it goes back, or what do you think? Like, is that what you're saying?
Before, when I made my thread yesterday, I was like, okay, maybe it like influences the RNG roll of the base stats that you get when you like mint your Kodamara by combining them. But I was reading the last sentence in the thread, and it said Voyagers can use sediment fragments to enhance their Kodamara in the future. So is that enhancement perma, or is it temporary? And if it's temporary, then you have. Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good point. I think it's permanent.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
I would say so too. I wasn't sure. Now I was like introducing doubt into my mind. I was like, well, we have a lot of fragments.
Yeah.
But
you know, do you remember, can any of you guys pull up that first Kodamara that we saw?
Do you need a link? Oh shoot. I know what you're talking about.
I think it's on the game guide. It's on LOT. Yeah, it's in the game guide. It's on LOTM.otherside.xyz. If you can pull that up and then screen share it. And the reason I think they're permanent is because like I do like this whole kind of thing about whatever you do, it's going to be a permanent decision for how it evolves. And you are basically creating the origin story for all of these Kodamaras. and these codas. I also have a glimmer of hope that you can ingest elder codas can ingest sediment fragments.
Ooh.
That would be fucking crazy if we can somehow evolve elder codas with sediment fragments that may take on some of those sediment features, because as we find that other Kodamara that we saw, it definitely had some chemical goo attached to it. You know what I mean? And you can probably deduct the base traits from that Kodamara that was previously shown. And then you can probably point out like, hey, this is the chemical goo trait that we don't see on any of these right now. And so I'm really curious on like how those sediment fragments, which are optional, but if it says it enhances it, I would imagine it enhances the traits to where you can kind of evolve it into more rare traits. So if you have like the base one, you don't have too many sediment fragments, cool. You get something and it looks just like this, which is really cool, but you'll be able to tell if someone like put a bunch of different sediment fragments on it, and you'll also be able to tell if someone ingested a ton of it. You know what I mean?
They're almost exploding.
Yeah. Like, who knows?
Like, is there a max out for sure? Like, is
and maybe
there...
that's a perk toward the effectiveness on that. Remember how Heavy Metal, Baron, how they had the power-ups for Heavy Metal, where it's like, hey, if you're in this biome, you get a 15% boost of damage in this biome or whatever. Like, maybe that's kind of how sediment fragments tie into in-game stats at some point. Like, you hit a certain rarity and then you all of a sudden get 10% extra boost if you're deploying this on a chemical goo.
I could see that. Yeah. Some kind of added benefit for ingesting not only a particular catalyst, but also paying or, putting sediment into it however you do. Because there's going to be a world where like an enchanter, let's say Vivek, that journey hatches and fills with sediment versus like what I could do have to be completely different, right? Like there has to be a strength difference in that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see all the art. I don't know how Yuga keeps putting so much artwork on their plate, because holy shit, for the uniqueness of all these traits and all the variables. I can't wait to see this, and especially if it ever gets to be these characters walking around in the other side. Like my very first thought when I saw this was like, holy shit, how are they going to make all these characters walk around the other side someday? That was my very first thought.
And at the same time, like, these are cards right now in Legends of the Mara, right? They're just like 2D characters. They have cards. So I love this comment because here's some really authentic perspective right here. Seems like a complicated game. Now, I'd like to ask each of you, how is this too complicated, or are we overcomplicating it? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I think realistically, I'm gonna jump in first, Justin. Like, I think it's a very simple game that we complicate this shit out of because we are speculating currently. There's a lot of heavy speculation. So we're doing these drastic things and really trying to figure it out because there's a lot of dollars at the end of the day on the table. Whether it's sediments or assets or whatever, a lot of people have put their hard-earned money into these assets. So that speculation leaves for a lot of mixed feelings. Justin, what do you think?
That's a good point.
I would say with regards to like it being complicated, there's definitely a lot of collections and a lot of game mechanics to go through. But ultimately, and at the end of the day, I think it's like, hey, you got to choose what's what you can reliably kind of afford, really, and you have to pick something that you like. Because hey, I can't overextend. I only have my one deed and I have my two hunters, right? I'm sticking to the lower tiers because that's what I can afford, right? And I just want to make the most of it. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
No, and we talk about that often is with playing with what you have, because it's very easy to look at everyone else on Twitter and go, "Oh man, I wish I had 100 deeds. I wish I was able to do
Oh
this."
my
But
gosh.
realistically, some of us have what we have, and even for myself, the world I'm in with what I have to play it with realistic perspective of like, okay, I have this many farmers, this many hunters, this many codas, this many deeds. What can I actually accomplish without having to pull more money out of my pocket, right? Because at this point, I've already put a lot of money out there, so I don't really want to put more money in, and that's just my scenario. Other people
Yeah,
may have
yeah.
1 deed, 2 deed, and similar boat. I can't put more. I don't want to put more, and you shouldn't have to continually pay more just to play this game. There should be a point where you just get to play. But
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm 100% with you, which is why I'm like really happy that the CEO Daniel Allegre cleared up that there wouldn't be a Dutch auction for these things. But
yeah, that was
with
huge.
regards to how complex it is, I guess it depends on where you're coming from, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think Legends of the Mara and its place right now is looking to onboard the millions of people that we hope that other side onboards. I don't think that's really the case. If anything, what I see this as being really innovative with an artistic and storytelling touch is you could be doing all of these different things. And Jason, you brought this up several times, and I'm going to reiterate that this has all been done in like crypto and DeFi too. You know what I mean? Like, you could be staking, you could be soft staking, you could be hard staking. These are digital assets, these are tokens. And if you want to extract value and yield out of these tokens, there are different ways you can do that. And they've completely gamified it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
this is kind of a way we can gamify different ways to use crypto, use tokens, and it's really fun and artistic, and there's storytelling. And I could see this turning into something that ultimately benefits into like other games that does help onboard hundreds and thousands and millions of other people down the road. But that's like a very long term type thing. A lot of the assets that we have, especially with our other deeds, I think as other side develops, which could take several years, and even 3 years down the road, it's not going to be finished. It's going to be this ever evolving thing. Is Fortnite finished? Right. That's kind of like the question I'm just kind of posing out there is like they're always going to look to evolve it using the IP and the as a platform, and help get more users to innovate on that, to create on that, to use it. And I think other side's going to be in the same space, but right now, to extract value out of these other deeds, we have this game with Legends of the Mar, and there's some really cool things that you can do with these vessels that turn into Maras, and they can each extract value out of those other deeds
Yeah.
through sediment fragments or through collecting pieces like the shattered loot to whatever contributes toward the next activation. And so I feel like it very well like can be complex because like crypto is also complex, but this is more digestible than DeFi. You know what I mean? So there's a balance where it's like they're doing things with these with digital ownership, and if you own this stuff, you can kind of see how you can extract value out of them by putting them and using them in the right way. And otherwise, it would be like, yo, you have to sell this in order to extract value. Whereas in this case, you can use it in a strategic way and hold on to the asset and still be able to extract value. And that value doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a monetary value for you. That could be value in achieving the next level in a more effective way, much like many of us invest into video games already, with certain skins or certain loadouts, etc. Like a lot of people end up purchasing things, but this is a way for us to grow our asset and be able to grow it in a way that we can evolve it, and kind of determine its permanent status, you know. But anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying that this is pretty complex. But I think it goes to how complex you want to make it too.
He says, and win cool prizes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, bro. I mean, at the simplest form, it's staking NFTs currently for other NFTs. The Friends ecosystem should pop off once they start to come in. This should be really valuable to the ecosystem.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, there should be like a, when all tides rise kind of shit moment for us all collectively. I look forward to it. It's more a matter of like what will sustain it, right? What will give purpose to it. So I'm curious to see what Yuga and the other side has up their sleeves. I'm sure 2024 is going to be a fucking epic year. There's a lot on their plate, I would imagine, and we all have tremendously high expectations. So I don't know, man. As we kind of wrap or get closer to the end of the show, I do want to take a moment to appreciate Justin for coming on and sharing not only your evening with us, man, but your thoughts and your energy. It's been very welcomed and appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Always love watching the show and seeing what you guys are up to because it's it's always a vibe. It's always good. So thank you for having me on.
Dude, you've been having some really good stuff too. If you guys want to get a glimpse of what Justin's doing, you should check out and definitely follow him on X, OtherGuide Pro. You even mentioned power scaling. I think that would be cool to kind of just, where's your head at? Why are you talking about power scaling? It seems that you're very familiar with just gaming concepts, and I'd love for you to expand on that because I think there's a lot of people who are collectors that may not have been hardcore gamers, but they definitely play games. But I think the more everyone is getting involved with this, the more we're all learning. And I think people who are collectors are learning about gaming, and people who came in for gaming are learning about collecting and DeFi and what adds value to these like digital ownership. So there's a lot of crossover. But tell us like where's your mindset at, and what are you actually interested in kind of decoding right now?
Sure. Yeah, I can kind of explain why I cover each like tiny game mechanic. I think overall, just watching Yuga build out a new business model based off of royalties is interesting. I really like seeing how they build out the game mechanics, and kind of like section each part. Like power scale is like, oh, there are context clues inside of the game guide, or they have they. I don't even know where. I honestly don't know where it comes from. It's just like, oh wow, there's a context clue here. Let's try to kind of speculate and see where the alpha is, because it's just this is what it is. Like it's a game.
That's fun. That's fun. I feel like a lot of it is like alpha in plain sight, and then we get to kind of like part of the fun with the community is speculating and just kind of seeing who ends up being right, or does this impact any of your actual moves? Because some of these moves, you really feel like, and I felt this way when I sold my M2 serum and bought an M1 serum, and I was just like this is the dumbest move or the most big brain move I've ever made.
I felt great when I bought my M2 serum for as much as I did. I still don't regret it.
Oh, good, because I regret selling mine and buying an M1 serum for like 40 something ETH.
Oof. Fun times, man. Remember when we were over 150 ETH per Bored Ape?
Yeah, man. Hey, I can't wait till this motherfucking bull run. I'll tell you what.
With that said, guys, with that said, we got a lot of positivity in front of us. Like I said, 2024, Popple's out there marketing for us. Like we got it. We got it. The heavy hitters are out there. No, we're all going to do this together. A lot of people building their IP, more IP on the horizon. A lot of builders out there collectively.
Speaking of IP, Justin, what are your thoughts on community IP? I know you see all us apes fucking going crazy. You must think like we're either fully like off the rails, or maybe there's a glimmer of hope that you might think this is cool. Like, what's your thought on building with IP?
Oh my God. That's actually one of the things I'm like extremely bullish on. Like, Yuga did such a nice job building the Made by Apes program to support people. Where in the world can you take, public IP and use it for yourself? Like, right, you can't do that with Disney. You can't do until it becomes public domain, like, the Mickey Mouse thing. I know that's coming out soon, but I got something in my eye. But basically, I think dude, one of my old sweater, this is actually like a spare sweater that I had, but the white sweater that I had is actually falling apart. So I saw Brazy, I think Vancouver sweater.
That's true. Yeah.
Out of Vancouver. I jumped on that immediately. I was like, I'm fucking buying that. Like right now.
You get a white on white. You get a white on white.
I'm getting a black on white so I can see it.
Nice.
I should probably grab another one white on white. That would be pretty dope. But like, yeah, Made by Apes, great stuff. Like you said, rising tide will bring everybody up. It's like great community, a ton of builders and businesses. Extremely bullish on that. I've never seen that before. That's very exciting.
I didn't realize those hoodies are already out for sale, man. There's so much happening. I saw the post. He was like, "Hey, Baron, your name's on it." And then they were like, "Oh, people are buying it." I was like, "Wait, should I buy one? What's happening?" Like,
you gotta shoot him a DM.
I don't know. Do I get a sweatshirt, dog? What's up?
Yeah, wait, what? Your shit is on there, dude. What the
hell? I know.
It's like right there, bro.
I think he told me he was sending me one. I don't know.
Okay, well,
that's hot. It's so hot. Oh my God.
Clearly the pinned tweet has Baron on it.
I was like, wait, can I have one or what?
Wait, this is sick, dude. It says OtherSpace FM.
Yeah, that's super sick.
You can put your
that's gonna look nice. That's gonna look nice.
That's super sick, dude. And then here's some real ones. So you got Air Licky. Shout out to artlicky.com, but Air Licky right here. And yeah, you can kind of see the quality. That's everything that Brazy touches is super dope, to be honest with you. Here's some iPhone pictures. Nice looking hoodies. Got the nice little tag.
Listen, I love the hoodies, man. I can't wait. I just wish I lived in a more cold climate place, right? Like he's in Vancouver. I'm in San Diego. I don't wear hoodies that much. I've got a drawer full of like 100 hoodies, and I keep buying them, but I'm like, damn, I wish it was colder. Not really, to be honest. But yo, that is fire. The design is cool, and the concept is great, right? The whole point was, we all go to these Ape Fest meetups, and people don't know who each other are, but we speak to each other quite often, right? So you might be hanging out with someone in line. Hey, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. An hour goes by, and you're like, "Oh, you're so and so online, dog. I can't believe it. We've been talking for the last 2 years." This hoodie eliminates that, right? Without having to put that PFP, because some people don't want to rock a monkey or a mutant face, and I don't necessarily want to know those people, but if that's the case, I'm just playing. But no, like some people just want to be low key, and that's a little bit cleaner, right? You don't always want big bored to death or whatever on your gear. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
I
All right,
mean,
guys.
that's true. I'm kind of in that, I'm rocking something bored to death. I'm rocking some sweats that say bored to death right now.
I mean, look, you can't even tell. Am I the same?
It's literally the same picture.
Guys, it's that time where I have to wrap because I have to go pee. So I love everybody. It's been an amazing evening hanging out. OtherSpace PM episode 21. I can't even believe it's been 21 episodes. Justin, you're gonna have to join us more often. It's been an absolute pleasure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sean,
Before
hold on, I gotta finish my rant real quick, Sean.
Okay.
I love doing this with you, man. It's fun to get to spend a little time with you weekly, aside from the Twitter space, because I get to see your beautiful smile. So it's nice to hang out and chill and vibe. And for everyone else tuning in, thank you for your comments on Twitter, which is a super cool new feature. And I love to see that because we do get a lot of people tuning in. But Bastard's right. It's potty time.
Oh my god, dude.
All right. Justin, you have any words, and then we'll go to Sean to wrap it up. I'm gonna make Sean wait.
Or do you
Oh my god, it's gonna
right
be
now?
a good 2024. It's gonna be a good 2024. I'm excited.
Okay, Justin, he's keeping it short and succinct.
Yeah, indeed.
Boom. Killed it.
Justin, what's the call to action for people right now, man? Like, what should the community be tuned into for what you're up to?
Oh yeah, we're just gonna be covering as much Yugaverse content as comes when it comes out. I'm looking for the Forgotten Runes Alpha. I'm also looking for Serum City in January.
Oh, nice.
I'm also watching if there are any other friends cooking.
Dude, I think that there, like, I know a lot of us who are tuning in right now have been really fucking with us, and we're pretty much, it's just our friends that watch this. but there are people that are out there that are looking to get into this, that don't have Bored Apes, that don't have other deeds, etc. And Justin, I think the fact that you're really into the other side and you're coming from a place where you're not a Bored Ape, I think that's actually something most people can relate to. And there's a lot of content that you're doing that really emphasizes the importance of friends and the larger ecosystem that's out there, because both Jason and I, we get caught up in some of the Bored Ape shit. You know what I mean? And your content really goes and explores some of the other projects that are in the ecosystem that are also kind of related. And so that's one thing I totally would recommend for any of my friends that aren't necessarily Bored Apes, but also Bored Apes. But especially the majority of people that I want to get involved with this, I would want them to follow you on YouTube, because you come up on YouTube. I right from July, I'm pretty sure I've been commenting on your videos. Okay. And I remember going to Jason too, just like, yo, this guy's out there creating content, because we pay attention to anyone else that's creating content on the other side. And much respect, much love, and whatever we can do to help you out and grow within this space, in this journey alongside all of us, we will do. So thank you for being here, man. We appreciate you adding value to OtherSpace PM.
Yeah, beautifully said, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And to just reiterate what Jason said, everyone that tapped in tonight on X and on YouTube and on Twitch, thank you. We love you. We are going to be kicking off OtherSpace FM on Thursday, as usual, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Was at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then, Jason, you also have a BAYC Community Space number 3 coming up, right?
Yeah, Vicky wanted to do a Merry Ape Miss. So she was like, how about Friday? I said, all right, I could do Friday. So Friday, 5 p.m. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll look later, but Friday afternoon.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's a lot of people hanging out, just being appreciative together. So look forward to it, guys. Yeah, we need camaraderie and just fucking fun times together. So thank you everyone for coming through. We'll do this again soon. Happy Ape Miss, Merry Ape Miss. Appreciate all you guys. Someone wants to know if you guys are all wearing pants. So on that note, Sean, take off your pants and your jacket.
See those adorable avocados on that cranium. Let's go. I'll talk to you guys later.